Hello my loves! Okie dokie. Now, I am doing a prom set here. Her previous design was an luminous yellow ombre. So we've taken off as much as we possibly could, but the base layer was incredibly thin. So there is still quite a bit of yellow, and this design is all the pinks. So I've laid down the clear layer, prepped the nails, done all that shebang, and now I'm going in with Nail Vision Hubba Bubba, which is just stunning. So I'm placing the bead on, and then once it's polymerized, I'm just working it kind of to a sideways swoosh. This was done on the fly. Like, this lovely young client of mine came in and she was like, I want this and this and this and this, and we just got on with it. It wasn't pre-planned. So yeah, the brief was lots of pink, lots of bling. Okay, I can do that. So I'm kind of taking it down to the side because this one we wanted sort of like a clear tip. Then I'm adding Nail Vision A Passionate Pearl, which is like a soft pink with a shimmer in it. And I'm just kind of swooshing some of that through. There's no real, again, no real plan. Just sort of swooshing it around, being really careful with my brush not to get loads of monomer on the skin, because obviously it's an irritant, it can cause allergic reactions. So I'm trying to be really mindful. It does happen, but just trying to be as mindful as possible. The brush I'm using is a Glitter Planet size 10 aqua brush. I'm then going in with Diamond Nail Supply's Fairy Wings, which is like this, it's not clear, it's almost like got a pink tone to it, and then it's got these stunning glitters in it, and also Diamond Nail Supply's Stardust, which is a holographic superfine silver acrylic. So it's got just so much going on in this set. And I'm alternating between the Fairy Wings and the Stardust and breaking apart the pinks. So you've got like a solid colour and then either a holographic or an iridescent shimmer running through it. And then leaving some space at the tip for the clarity. And just adding a tiny bit more, not more bit, of Stardust. And then going in with some more of the Fairy Wings. This is pre-mixed, so it's just easy, just dip and go. I named this one. I did! I was so proud. Okay, once we were happy with that, we'll let that set up. On to the next one. Now this nail is actually going to end up being completely full of Swarovskis, but we still wanted to put some bling underneath. So we're doing an ombre with Fairy Wings at the cuticle. Now I should have done it the other way around. I was trying to wing it and see if I could do a full nail of Fairy Wings, but there was too much neon yellow still sort of screaming through. So I'm just sort of being nice and gentle around the cuticle area, nudging the product into place, and then I'll work it down the nail. But I actually do come in with another colour. So, but like I said, this wasn't pre-planned, so it was kind of like just pulling a design out of my arse on the go. So I'm patting that into place, keeping it as flat as possible. Just rotating the brush there. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go in with my second colour. Which is A Passionate Pearl again. This is number 297 Nail Vision. And I'm going to ombre that back up. I'm going to cover that yellow. It's so hard when you've had such a bright set. It's really, really hard to do a redesign because my base layer was so thin that it was kind of like if I went any more on the filing, I would have snapped the nails. So yeah. And really, it's really simple. So I wasn't planning this ombre. If I was, I would have used the block colour first. So I just went back over with a little bit of the Fairy Wings. So don't panic. If things have to change when you're on the go and you're kind of working on the fly with the design, just remember what goes with what, just have it in your head. You can adapt as you go, don't panic. So this is going to be a marble nail, and I've sped this bit up because I was faffing around for ages. So I've gone in with a mixed bead of Hubba Bubba and Stardust at the cuticle, just to kind of give that mixture of the two, because they're kind of like my key elements in the set. And then I'm going in with Passionate Pearl and Hubba Bubba, and I'm just going up and down, marbling the two together, nice and simple. I tend to work in smaller areas and then just feather out the edges. And then I popped a little bit of the holographic Stardust in. Everyone does their marbles differently, really. And then a little bit of fairy wings, just breaking it up. And then back in with the Hubba Bubba and a Passionate Pearl. And then just teasing that bead up and down until I'm happy with it. In with the Stardust. Marble's like a free-for-all, you can just do what you want. And don't worry if it's uneven, because once you cap it, it will all even out. So I'm just adding bits and bobs that I feel that I want at that time. Going in with some more of the fairy wings. Beautiful. I can't remember what's on this one. Oh, it's an ombre. Right, I'm doing Hubba Bubba at the free edge. Blend that bead back up towards the cuticle. It's really pigmented, this colour, it's really nice. I'm just checking the sides, making sure I haven't got any overspill of product, because then you end up with lumpy bumpy sides and it's frustrating. A little bit more there, just paint it on really gently. And then I'm actually using for the ombre my mixture from Diamond Nail Supplies. It's a mixture of stripped and bare with a tiny bit of the shimmer pigment from Glitterarty, the Fairy Chrome in grey. And it's just a really nice soft pink cover. It's really worked with a shimmer to it, so it works out really nicely. I am going to go over with Stardust as well to tie that nail in with the others. Place the cuticle bead on again and then tuck it right in, nice and gently, and then work that bead down, just feathering the top of the bead into the first bead. I want to change my nails already, they're battered. I've only had them on for like a week. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to get my Stardust, which is the pre-mixed holographic silver from Diamond Nail Supplies. I'll put all the links in the description box. This is stunning. So pretty. Oh my god. I'm just using the very tip of my brush just to glide that product into place. Just a little tappy tappy tap. So it's kind of like I do backwards S's. I always do them backwards. I don't even know why. It just feels weird doing them forwards. It's like a backwards S basically. Kind of. Without, it's not as curly as an S, more swirly, swooshy. I don't know. But I like it. Now I had to sculpt the thumb out. That was our one tragedy from last time. So I re-sculpted the thumb. And I did it way too long. It's alright. I have to get my little scissors. That's just going to be a full nail of Hubba Bubba. I can't remember if I got it in shot or not, or if my camera shut down. Because I think my camera stopped at one point on its own. It just had a complete mind of its own. Did I get it in shot? Oh. I could have sworn when I checked it earlier it wasn't there, but now it looks like it might be there. So this is good. This could be good. No, I didn't get it. Oh, I was really excited then. Right, on to capping. Cap the nails. So going in with a nice big bead of clarity from Diamond Nail Supplies. Probably too big, definitely too big actually. I don't know what I was thinking. Literally covered 2 nails with that bead. So I'm going to remove some of that product, get it off, get it out of there. I'm just going to work that bead down the nail. See, I'm patting and smoothing it into place. I'm never too worried about getting it in one bead. I'm not fast. But I had a mammoth bead, so it happened. But tapping those side walls and free edge, checking it. I'm looking down the barrel of the nail now, checking it. Am I happy with that? Am I not happy with that? Do I need to move something, add something, squish something? Am I thinking, eesh, I've got to file that off? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Next nail. Not overly fussed about like this one design wise because it's completely covered at the end, but we just wanted something shining through. So again, placing the bead on, tucking it in, angling my brush up. Well, I guess I'm angling the bristles of the brush, pointing more directly down, and the handle of the brush more upwards. Like I said, it's easier to show, it's just difficult to explain. Getting another bead in there. We're building structure now. Everything's nice and capped. I'm just making sure the structure is sound. Okay, onto our little cutesy marble nail. Same thing again, nice big bead of clarity. Place that bead down and then tuck it in. There we are, and then work the bead down. See, I'm using the brush to keep that shape as neat as I can, because then there's less work when you file. It was a habit that I picked up from Charlotte's nail cabin. You know Charlotte? Charlotte Pilgrim? She's amazing. Ages ago, when I used to watch Charlotte, I picked that up from how I used to watch her brush movements. And I was like, oh yes, I need to make sure I do that. And now it's just second nature. I think we inadvertently pick things up from everyone we come into contact with in the nail industry, don't we? Tucking that bead in again. I'm very gentle with my brush. I don't use huge monstrous movements. It's gentle movements. The product will go where you want it. You just kind of got to tease it there. You just got to tap it. Just a little tappy tap tap. Never gonna get old. Tiny little blob at the end, because why not? Probably end up filing it off. I've got this habit of adding extra at the tip, and then I'm like, I didn't need that there. I just panic that I don't have enough. It's like a safety blanket. Just give myself some extra filing. Why not? We all love filing till our hands lock out of place. There's that thumb, the thumbs. I haven't filed the thumb into shape yet, so don't, you know, judge. I haven't filed it at all. I've literally just sculpted it and whacked the colour on. So it's still got a lot of work to do. I always find it funny how I come to the thumb and I use a small bead, but on the pinky finger I always use a massive bead. I don't really know what's going on with my little brain. So I'm going to blend that bead back into the first. I don't need to place it any further back, otherwise I would have a gigantic apex. And we need that to run through the length of the nail, that product. I'm also going to take quite a bit of length off, so yes. And I have, at your request, kept in some of my filing. I've sped it up though. So I'm going in with my, I don't know what it's called. It's like a fine cone bit from Diamond Nail Supplies. And I'm just debulking really, just kind of smoothing out the surface of the nail. I can go around the cuticle with this. I can go under with this. It's really nice. It doesn't take off loads and loads. It's just nice for refining. Takes the work out of it on your hands. So I'll do that on all the nails, and then I'll go in with the hand files and refine and even out the length and everything like that. And normally, because this is quite a mammoth set, because the removal of the old design took quite a while. I think my e-file is slowly dying. So yeah. So it took me like, oh, I don't know, maybe 30-40 minutes to file it all back. It took ages. Even though I've got a really good bit, it just took ages. And by this time I was like, oh, we're nearly over. Then I remembered, no, we're not. I still have a shit ton of crystals to place. So I always use my Nailmate steel file for shaping the free edge and the sidewalls. And then I use my, I think they're called, hang on, I've got them here. What are they called? Canvalite 100-180 grit for the body of the nail. They're just off Amazon. I love them, so I just use them. I work well with them. I don't like changing things. Once they work, and that's it. I don't really want to change it up unless, like, I'm curious, and then I might, but I'll just stick with, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, babes. Do you know what I mean? But this steel file is epic for shaping, crisping up those edges and corners and stuff. Really, really good. And after I've filed it all this way around, I will actually turn the client's hand round so that I get a different angle, I get a different view, I see what they see. And it's surprising how many times you look and go, oh my God, it's on the wonk. It's got a wonky hand. So again, I'm going sidewall, sidewall, free edge, back over the sidewalls, and then around the cuticle, and then through the nail. Sometimes I was going to say, sometimes I turn my file around and do it this way as well. And then I always go back up and crisp up the sidewalls again before top coating. Same again, sidewall. Once you get into a filing routine, you will automatically do it the same and your nails will be more consistent. If you file differently on each nail, there's no consistency. So get into habits, form good habits. And if you feel that something's not quite right with your shaping, really go back and think about what you're doing, how you're doing it. Like we all get complacent. So it's easily done. You get comfortable, and then you'll figure out that you've rushed a step or whatever, and there's a difference. You'll see a difference in your work. That thumb was way too long. So I'm just sorting out those sides, obviously, because I haven't filed them yet. I had taken the end off a bit. Now I'm going, oh my God, so much length to take down. So I took down a bunch of length. I don't know if I kept filming it all because it was rather boring. But I basically just took down a whole shit ton of length. I think I must have got excited when I was sculpting. Just whacked a ton of product on unnecessarily. Go around the cuticle, neaten it up, make it all nice. I tend to work left to right as well with everything, like on the nail. So I start the left side and work my way over. I don't know why, just do. It's another habit that I formed. Right, onto the crystals. I've sped this up because this took ages. We are doing a full nail of AB round flat back Swarovski crystals from Angel Crystals. They are the most sparkliest, shiniest, delightful, gorgeous crystals I've ever seen, and they won't dull. They don't dull, they don't lose their shine. I've used Angel Crystals adhesive for these because I'm telling you, when she came back with her yellow ombre set, I used my Betty nippers from Navy Pro, and they are supposed to get all crystals off. I couldn't get them off. I then went in with my E-file and a pointy bit and went around the base of the crystals. I was like, get off! It took me ages. So that adhesive is amazing. And I'm literally going in with all different shapes. This is the mixed bag of AB crystals. I've had this one for ages. They're like my go-to. I need to order some more actually, because she took a lot of crystals. Like, we tried to not leave any part of fingernail unturned. It was pretty crystally. It's pretty crystally. So we did that on both hands, obviously, and we did a little design on the thumb just to tie it in and break up the thumb a little bit because the thumb was solid. Onto the thumb, we just used the AB raindrop and got that in there, and then did some designs with the round flat backs, and then added a couple of AB Navette, which are amazing for just dotting into places. They just really zhuzh it up a little bit. And that was just a cute little design on the thumb. And then I went to top coat and put my lamp in the way, can you believe it? So I've only got a couple of the nails being top coated. I really do apologise, but I pulled my light down and it went straight in the way. I'm using Diamond Nail Supply's Tack Free Top Shine. It's so shiny. Yes, I've got dust all over my hands. No, I don't care. Just to let you know, before the dust police come out. So yeah, look, there's the edge of my lamp. Can you see? It's really annoying, isn't it? Who's annoyed by that? I'm annoyed. And then there's just a couple of pictures at the end. I hope you have enjoyed me jabbering away to this set of nails. I will see you in my next video. Tally bye!